All right. It's time for the live. Okay, I'm doing a different setup today. And I think my camera's slightly crooked, but that's okay. As long as you guys can hear me and see me. And I'm so excited for the first person to hop on for today's live. Today is July 10th. I'm gonna bring my computer over so I don't have to. There we go. Today's July 10th. And that means we've made it, guys. We have made it through more than halfway of 2023. I can't believe it. Um, as usual, time flies, and I feel like I'm still working on my New Year's goals. We're more than halfway through the year. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'd love to see if anybody has any issues with seeing or hearing me, let me know. I'm just doing a little different setup. I have a high definition cable going today. Um, I'm not sure which microphone is on today, but if you can hear me, that's all I need to know. I've been trying to practice with a different setup to just bring you guys more quality. So, Minnesota gal, the mammogram was clear. I just want to start with an intro, right? I'm Marina Blackford. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and I have a YouTube channel that pays for all the tips to cancer fighters, survivors, and anyone that is trying to get through something hard in their life. I believe it's possible. You know, we can do hard things. I'm here to give you hope. So welcome. You'll want to make sure you subscribe. I post weekly videos. Weekly videos include 2 lives a month. There's also a vlog once a month, and I usually have a video once a month on a topic that people are asking me questions about. And this month was chemo hair. I just felt like I was getting a lot of questions on losing it and growing it and tips. And so from time to time, I come back to topics that I've touched on. So welcome. Today's live. We're just going here. Comments are going. You guys have found me. Sounds like you can hear me. So, yes. So I wanted to point out here, Minnesota gal, this is a subscriber of mine. So when you guys subscribe, I love to see you come back and join the community. That's what it feels like. And so that we can praise and give each other strength. And Minnesota gal was feeling anxiety with having a scan. It's called scanxiety. If you're new to the cancer world, when it's coming up on having a scan and you're just praying and hoping that it's all clear. And she has the best news of saying her mammogram was clear. So congratulations, Minnesota gal. Georgette, welcome. Janet Smith, welcome. Grace, hi. Akeem Bo, hi. And hello. You've been a huge inspiration for me, says Fly SB. You've been a huge inspiration for me. Thank you. Newly diagnosed. Thank you for being here. This channel, I started it in 2020 to pay forward tips for chemo and all the stuff that I experienced going through a breast cancer journey. And I found myself diagnosed again after starting the channel. And so I was able to continue making videos for people like you. Unfortunately, breast cancer is the most prevalent cancer in the world, according to WHO, the World Health Organization. And so there's a need for this channel. And beyond that, if you don't have breast cancer, any kind of cancer and any kind of hardship, that we can rally together. So thank you for being here. Helen, hello. And think positive. How to increase white blood cell and neutrophils on chemo. Thank you. Great question. I have a video on how to boost your immune system during chemo. I will try to link that down in the description box if we're playing it back. I'd encourage checking out that video. But number one is they should be monitoring your labs, right? So maybe they're seeing this drop for you and you might be feeling the effects. So they should be responding with giving you an injection, something like Neulasta or something like that. And so it's an injection. It's usually given the day of or the next, it's usually given the day after chemo. And it can cause your body to have some aches and pains because it's stimulating your bone marrow to make more white blood cells and neutrophils. So to offset that pain, it's recommended to take a Claritin to offset the pain of those injections. And I say pain, it's a strong ache. Then you can certainly feel it in your legs after getting that injection. But it's needed. And so they should be doing that for you. And there's different ways to do it. Sometimes you go back to the cancer center and do it. Now they have these things that look like little devices that just snap onto your arm that they can do it. So I hope they're doing that for you. That's really the best way. I mean, if you're getting something like a prescribed chemo, you should be getting something like a prescribed injection to boost your immune system. Otherwise, all the other stuff, right? Water, daily walk, rest, balanced diet, a multivitamin, anything beyond that, supplements you need to clear with your oncologist. Please be careful of that. Janet Smith in chemo for metabolic breast cancer. Janet, I'm praying for you. I hope that you find some relief in your journey. Helen, hello. Saying, excuse me. Marina, how are you and your mom? How am I? Thank you for asking. I feel really good today. And so I'm really happy that the live's today, and maybe it's the live that's helping me feel good. But if I'm being honest, last week, I can't put my finger on it, but I knew I would share this today. I want to be vulnerable with you guys always so that we can learn from each other's experience. But last week, I was feeling cranky. There's no way to sugarcoat it. And I hate being cranky because it feels like this emotion that is outside of myself sometimes. I don't know if you guys hear me. Like in my mind, on paper, I was doing everything that I tell you guys to do, right? I wake up, I take my dogs for a walk, I get morning sunlight, I drink water, you know, I practice gratefulness. I've actually been using a new app for me called Mama Zen. Um, that's just, I was listening to affirmations, you're a good mom, be patient, whatever. And I still felt cranky. And cranky comes in the form usually the people closest to us. So maybe a spouse, children, or coworkers, where you're just like, yeah, yeah, I did the thing. What? And I'm always trying to be patient with my children. They're young. They're 5 and 2.5. But I could just feel it. Like I felt a little cranky and I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, I'm literally doing all the things I should. And can I tell you what I came up with, guys? I realized after a couple days of that, I was feeling really tired last week, just really tired. And it's hot here in Arizona. We've turned the curve. It being July, it's summertime, right? So it's like 110 degrees every day. And the heat, I think, gets to us here. It causes us to be fatigued. And when I'm trying to go at the same pace as when I'm not tired, I think it manifests as crankiness. Do you guys feel me on this? Um, you likely feel me on this if you're going through treatment because I shouldn't even be complaining to you guys that are in active chemo. I mean, talk about tired. It's the most tiring you will feel, you know. And I've been there, and so yeah, so that's what I came to realizing. I was like, I'm extremely tired, and I'm trying to go at the same pace as when I am not tired, and that's not realistic, guys. And so I think I needed to say that out loud. I need to admit, hey, I'm really cranky. I don't know what's going on. Admit I was feeling really tired to my spouse, and just be able to take a night where he could put the kids to bed mostly. They still want mom. And I could just like relax for like 30 minutes or something, just get off of my feet, just relax. And you need to give yourself that permission because I feel like oftentimes we're moving through treatment and life after treatment, and we're trying to do the same things that we were doing before. And I'm not saying you can't get back to that. I mean, here I am. But you need to give yourself grace. That's it. That's the point. You need to give yourself grace. One, you need to listen to your body. And, two, just, confide in people close to you, how you're feeling, or write it down. And then give yourself grace because this life can be hard. This life can be beautiful. And it's one day at a time. One day at a time. Okay. Thank you for asking. My mom's doing great. I'm going to see her today. She's doing great, Helen. Thank you so much. My mom is a 3-time breast cancer survivor, and she is in her late 60s, and her hair is growing, and she's just doing really good. So huge inspiration for all of us. Janet Smith, awaiting PET scan result Wednesday. I hope everything is improving for you, Janet, with metabolic. Grace, you helped me during chemo. You helped me with being here and commenting. Thank you so much. My lives, my channel is nothing without you guys. This is so inspiring. You guys have inspired me to continue to do great things. I'm really excited for what's to come this year. conversations with Dr. Yella. Hey, I'm on treatment number 10 of 12 for TC, starting AC in 3 weeks. Any advice? Yes, I did AC before Taxol or Taxotere. A lot of people are getting Taxotere now because of the shortage of Taxol. So AC can feel a little more fatiguing. It did for me, but that is per person, and that could also be because I started with AC, Adriamycin Cytoxin. Um, so expect that you could feel different. You need to communicate with the nurses and doctors when you're getting those infusions with if you're having different symptoms so that they can tweak your medication. I had a message this morning from a friend of mine that is starting her cancer treatment. She did her first chemo and started her second. So I kind of consulted her on that. And she told them, hey, I felt really miserable after my first one. Is there anything we could do? And they did. They reduced her chemo by 20%, and it being her second one, it went much better. So what I'm trying to say is you need to communicate, right? That we don't know what's going to come for you, Dr. Yella, but communicating is key. That's key. All right. So thank you for asking. Good luck with your treatment. Karen, welcome. Good to see you. I finished radiation 2 weeks ago, and over the weekend, my left shoulder started to hurt and is painful. Could this be related? Yes, I would imagine it could be, Karen. So you should have a follow up with your radiologist soon, and absolutely could be related. Radiation is going to feel like a sunburn on the skin at first, but after some time, that's really the effects of it are like your skin is tightening and almost kind of scarring could be what it feels like. I do feel like it could get better. I would massage it with ointment and or aloe vera and tell your radiologist what's going on. They could recommend physical therapy for you, and that might be able to help you also. Janet Smith had just finished 4C and start Taxol Wednesday. Good luck. Karen, your live chats have really helped me get through this, and now I'm going to the next stage. I am so happy to hear that, and I'm so happy you're here. I love the lives. This channel, I didn't know it would grow into this, but this is beautiful. Thank you guys. Think Positive says thank you. Helen, I had surgery 2 weeks ago, having a catheter put in me. Oh, I'm sorry. Had those. I've had a lot of surgeries. If you guys don't know, being BRCA1, I have a genetic mutation that puts me at risk, high risk for breast cancer and ovarian cancer. And to prevent my recurrence, I had a double mastectomy after my first breast cancer in 2015. I was 31. And I had a recurrence at 5 years. That recurrence came as a lump under my armpit near my ribs, kind of on the side here, on the that is also technically breast tissue. I believe they removed as much breast tissue as they could. There was a lot of dense breast tissue, but that's what happened. In between that and the second cancer, I would have a lumpectomy that turned out benign, and I would get a staph infection. So I have had many surgeries. So please make sure to go to my surgery playlist on the channel. On my channel, a playlist to break down all the tips for you guys. There's a chemo one, radiation, and there's surgery. And now there's live chats, which are also turned into podcasts. So if you don't have the time to sit here and watch this live, you can listen on YouTube Music to the podcast of the live. So that's what's happening. Ellen says, I'm thankful all of you are here, and I appreciate you all getting through each day. Yes. Ooh, sorry for the sound. There we go. Wake up. Daniel says, how much did your hair grow? How much did your hair grow? So this is 2 years of hair growth right here. I finished chemo April of 2021, and like towards the end. And so this is a little over 2 years of growth. This is how long it really is. By the way, I'm going with a summer look, guys. This is my beach wave. So I didn't feel like straightening because I'm swimming every day with my kids to just get exercise. So this is how long it's grown. It's finally at like my chin or a little past of 2 years. So it takes time. It really does. And yeah, I've styled it to be a cut, so my stylist has the bottom would be longer, right? If I wasn't trying to get the top to catch up to it. So I suppose you could be a little longer than this, but this is 2 years. Elizabeth, hi Marina, for sure, one day at a time. Yes, Elizabeth. And I have said this and I'll say it again. I got to be honest. Sometimes it's one moment at a time. Sometimes it's literally like, okay, in this moment, I'm feeling something, you know, let's feel it so we can breathe. All right, Ellen, I'm seeing a palliative care doctor these days. That is really the goal. If some of you have advanced cancer, um, absolutely, I would want to see you cured and cancer free. Hi, mom. But at the least, I would always hope that you can get out of pain because having an advanced cancer can be painful if it's in your bones or something like that. So I would pray for that for all of you. Jacqueline, welcome. I certainly can relate to fatigue and giving oneself grace. Had lung biopsy this week. This will be my fourth cancer site, awaiting pathology report to see if it is metastatic or another primary. Jacqueline shared that she was writing some poetry, and I love that. And she's back here on the lives, and we're going to pray and root for you, Jacqueline, that this is something that you can continue to heal from. Jenny Hart, Evangelista. Your positivity and energy inspires me. Please continue what you're doing because it surely helped me a lot. 3 more Taxol chemo, and I can feel the fatigue, and I still need to do 6 weeks of radiation. Well, thank you so much for the kind comment. That is fantastic. I love hearing that this helps you. And 3 more Taxol, I mean, it gets hard towards the end, deceivingly hard because you're like, I'm so close, but I'm not done yet. Hang in there. Hang in there. And I hope that you can just get those done swiftly. And 6 weeks of radiation, for me, the radiation was easier than chemo. And my mom would say the same. So I hope that gives you some hope. It's just different. Chemo is just different. For me, my GI, my stomach wasn't as upset. I didn't feel as bloated. So for me, that was a huge relief. Radiation is still fatiguing, but just in a different way. So I hope that gives you some hope. And check out my radiation playlist. Grace, I can relate. Same feelings like you. Yeah. Quatrice, hello. Sometimes I can feel your guys' energy through here, and it's okay. Like, come as you are. I put that on my Instagram to remind people alive. Come as you are. Come in your pajamas. Come in your mood. I don't care. Just be. Just be you. And Quatrice, I feel your energy when you're here, though. So thank you for being here. Helen, someone sent me 12 purple pens. She's got a purple joke, y'all, and we're just going to let her get her purpleness out. It distracts her from what's happening. Roberta, hi, thanks for this. It's great you could share experience with us. I had a mastectomy. By the way, am I the only one that has to like really say that word? Mastectomy last month and struggle to look at me in the mirror. How did you manage to feel a woman again? Oh man, I'm so glad you asked this. Nobody has brought this up in a while, Roberta, and it needs to be talked about. Um, it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to be told you need to remove your breasts. What helped me was that the fact that my mom had to do that and did it before me, and I could see that it was possible. Uh, I could see that it was possible to do it and heal from it, but more so, she had to do it after having cancer once. So I thought, oh my gosh, I need to do this so that I don't get cancer again. I don't want to. And I wouldn't know then that I would get cancer again, but I still don't regret it. Um, so the mentality of this, I'm doing this because I want to be healed and I don't want to have to do this again. I think the mindset is huge. Scientifically proven. There's so many podcasts and books on it, and I am listening to one now on Mind Valley. I'm listening to something by Indestructible by I don't know his last name, but the point is he's very research based on what he talks about and the mind, like all these different studies. He'll bring up all these different studies, and it's our mind that literally makes the difference in so many studies. When they offer this versus this and this versus this, it was the mindset of knowing that something was going to help us or we were going to get through it or it was almost done. It was the mindset that was the factor. So I would say really bring it back to the mindset that you've done this to save your life, period. You have to. If you don't believe that, then why would you have done it? You did this to save your life. The next thing is, here I am, this is what I look like. So maybe you're doing reconstruction and that can give you some hope that you have to get through this time to get to reconstruction. If you're not doing reconstruction, there are amazing companies that provide inserts for bras so that you look beautiful in a bra and under your shirt if that's what you want, or you can embrace being flat. That was something I was not mentally prepared for at the time, and I'm still not mentally prepared for, to be honest. So I have breast reconstruction, and the expanders and the implants, it all gave me a look and feel that I can feel comfortable with enough. It's okay. So I guess there's hope for that, for all of that. Um, but the time you're in right now, I would say it's just the mindset of knowing you did this to save your life, because the other side is what you're feeling is very real, Roberta, and that takes time. I mean, my friend messaged me today that the hair loss still feels hard for her. She literally just lost her hair not long, like within this last week. And I told her, yes, because you've had your hair forever. Like, yes, Roberta, you've had your breasts since you can remember. You've had memories of puberty and life and bras and everything. And now they're gone, and that is not something that's going to go away overnight, your feelings about it. So all I can say is, what you're feeling is valid, and write it down in a journal. I really believe in the power of writing. Write it down and let it out, and focus on the mindset of this saved your life. All right. N Fly SB. In addition to cancer, I have fibroids and just feel awful. I don't think I'm alone. Any advice on the connection or concern? You're not alone. Fibroids can be a side effect of like constipation. I don't know exactly. I'm not a doctor. I am a dental hygienist. But if anybody has any answers, please help in the comments. Charlene, hello. Hi, Marina. Great to catch you. Great to catch you too. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've been all trying to now be a patient advocate for others going through chemo. That's so beautiful. My kids will be starting school more, and my hope is to volunteer at the cancer center soon. I look forward, along with all the other things I'm doing, but I really, really hope to volunteer at the cancer center as well. I think it'd be great if you could advocate for others. Linda, hello, Marina. Thank you for your helpful video. It helped me a lot during my therapy. Done with my chemo and radiation. Woo! Feeling fine. I still continue further my 10 more antibody injection. Okay. You're healing. Everything that's been recommended for you is catered to the type of cancer you had, and it's going to give you your best odds of never having cancer again. Believe it. That's all. Thank you. Helen says my hair looks good. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. And saying hello to my mom, Deborah. Grace, still feel a lot of fatigue 1 year post chemo. Yeah, it's hard, Grace. I mean, I also, had a full hysterectomy and ovaries removed about like 5 months after chemo, and so I really had to give myself grace with energy, because now I'm hormone free, which has to have effect on our body, right? Um, all I can say is do daily practices to help with your fatigue. And what's a daily practice? Like something that gives you energy. Being hydrated can help. Getting morning sunlight can help. Your form of a caffeine or a pick me up could help. For me, it's more of a ritual. I don't start my day with any caffeine. That could be crazy, right? But I like it sometimes. So for me, it's an afternoon tea. And it's almost like the ritual of making the tea and having and enjoying the tea is the thing that makes me feel good. You guys know that? There's a science to that. Sometimes it's not the actual thing that makes us feel good, but it's the process that makes us feel good. Gary, as a husband of a breast cancer survivor, warrior, keep up the fight, lady. Spouse, keep giving the support and love. So helpful, Gary. Awesome. Thank you. I I hesitate on saying it. I couldn't have done it without my husband, but yeah, I could have done it without him, because I didn't do it without him. I didn't do it without him, and I didn't do it without family that helped with my children. So thank you all for your amazing support. And if you don't have good support, you're here, and we're rooting you on. Thank you. Janet Smith, the hardest part about MBC is knowing you may have severe pain in bones and you may never have hair again. If you're on continuous chemotherapies, you stay up nights thinking about future. I can't imagine, Janet. That is so hard. I would definitely encourage, if you think it's good for you, to find an MBC support group, either on Facebook or your cancer center. because those are people that are going to know what you're going through and might be able to help you. That being said, sometimes you have to kind of take breaks from that because you don't want to go down the rabbit hole of comments and stuff. So maybe you'll connect with someone on there, and that could be like your pen pal, your buddy. All right. Helen says, Maria, the purple pen is me, so I can get through cancer treatment and life to see me be me. Good. Absolutely. This is your journey. Quatrice. Thanks, everybody. You truly channeled my energy. Truly enjoyed your inspiration in this platform that you've created. It's almost been a year since my journey started. You've helped me so much along the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Jacqueline, I hear you, Janet. I lay awake at night pondering my future. Am I really trying to stay in the present, which isn't always easy. I think she's trying to say she is trying to stay in the present. It's not easy. I mean, that's where I think coming back to the present can give you peace sometimes, right? This moment, this breath, what is serving me right now or isn't. But we are human. Like, we're human, guys, so much in the fact that our mind wanders. And I'm going to share with you a tip for today, a couple tips for the day that reminded me. And let's go ahead and just do it now. I mentioned this in the last live that Mel Robbins inspired me to start writing down my dreams. And I got this pretty journal here, Create the Life You Love, to do that. And I have been doing that for like a week, I guess a little over. I don't know, about a week's worth of writing, okay? And I will say that writing down dreams, no matter how big or how small. Like, I dream today is the best day ever. I dream to be a life coach. I dream to continue to reach people, and I've been getting very specific as I started out more broad, and now it's getting more specific, but it's really helped me get excited about some things I'm working on, and very tangible, and it's helping just guide my energy. So I do recommend writing down, start small, 3 dreams every morning. Just write them down, whatever they are. And it helps your mind focus on working on those dreams. And that dream could be hard when you're in the cancer journey, but I'm also just a big, I don't know, guys, I'm just big on not living our life as if we don't have cancer, because I've been there. Does that make sense? I did that once. I remember when I lost my hair, and and people were saying things like, you don't even look sick. And I'm like, well, I'm not sick. I just have cancer. I found myself kind of fighting the cancer thing. I was like, I even said it. I remember this moment. I was like, I don't want to just be viewed as the cancer patient. I'm not, I don't want to be viewed as that, whatever it was, however I said it. And then I realized, but you are. So why am I fighting it? Why was I like, you are, and that's okay. And that's just where you're at right now. It's not that that is who I am, but I felt like I was trying to fight the image of it when really I should have just been like, yes, that's what I'm going through, and I'm doing something about it. And this is just where I'm at right now. I don't know. There's something about when you're constantly trying to fight where you're at that it just doesn't feel natural. Do you guys feel me on that? So I'm sorry if you're at a tough point in your journey, but I hope that you can still dream, because you deserve to. You're still here breathing. Pansy. Hi, Marina. I have read a lot of recommendations regarding getting a recliner for sleeping the first 2 months after the double mastectomy. Is it really necessary? Yes, I read that too, Pansy. No, I don't think it's necessary. It's important to sleep slightly elevated after that surgery, because it's very hard to get up on your own. You cannot use your arms. Like, who knew you couldn't use your arms after having breasts removed? Like, you cannot push off of things to get yourself up. Do you realize how much you do that to get out of bed? But it's not necessary. I didn't have one. I do have on my Amazon store surgery stuff that you can buy during surgery that will help you. And one is a wedge pillow. And that's what I did. I just bought a wedge pillow. So a pillow just, at a triangle that helped me to get out of bed. You might need a buzzer or a bell to get somebody to come help you get out of bed. Text message if they hear their phone. and you might perfect what I call the turtle roll. If a turtle's stuck on his back, you're going to be doing this rocking thing to get up, up, and out. So that's what I did. But you can maybe rent a recliner. There are furniture stores that rent. And so you don't have to buy one if that's not in your budget or going to stay in your home. So it's all up to you. I'm sure it could be really nice to have it, but I just bought a wedge pillow and it served its purpose. All right. Thank you, Amazon. My mom says, hello, all, and I'm doing fine. Yes, she is. She's doing really, really good. Busy in retirement, but doing good. Helen, amen to Gary. Oh, yes. Shout out to Gary and helping be a supportive spouse. Jellyfish. Okay. Thank you for saying I'm hot. And you never know what you're going to get in the live, y'all. You never know. Okay. Helen, every day is hard, even with so many side effects from treatments even with so many side effects from treatments comes up. And I learned to keep laughing out loud and being here, sharing with all of you. Thank you all for being here. Sincerely, Helen. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. It's like it's hard, right? Even I, who have had cancer twice, find it hard to say the right thing to some of you because I'm like, oh, I only had stage 2, I don't know what it's like to have stage 4. I don't. I really don't. But I am doing my best. No, I'm always coming from my heart. And I found myself the same, right? Like there is a fantastic stand up. If you guys are sitting in a chemo chair or just somewhere and you want a good laugh, oh, not bump the camera. I recommend checking out the live of Tig Notaro, TIG. She is a comedian and actress, and she's hilarious. So she did a stand up in LA like a week after having a breast cancer diagnosis. And it is one of the funniest stand ups I've ever heard, you guys, because it is so like you don't know whether to cry or laugh. So please check it out. Tig Notaro. She's Canadian. And anyways, it's the whole point is something when you have cancer, you feel like nobody wants to talk to you because they're like, oh, I had this bad day. Just never mind, never mind. You're like, no, go ahead, talk to me, please. Like somebody talk to me. All right. Liana, hi, Marina, and everyone. Jumping on here a little late, but happy to make the second half of the live. Yes, I'm happy you could too. Welcome. Yeah, we're 30 minutes in. It flies by. So I do my best to keep up with the comments and guide you with some of the points that I have. But we'll just keep rolling. I have time. Why not? Charlene, there are plenty of YouTube videos to help you through mastectomy surgery. Honestly, it goes by so fast. Time heals all wounds. Yes, it does. And you're right. There are lots of videos to help you. So yeah, I think I don't know. Charlene, yeah. Charlene's obviously like a coach. Go get them. Yeah, all I can say is saying on the live what you have and feelings and concerns. Like it's just all real, guys. Just it's so that's what chemo is. That's why the channel is created, right? Like people are like, how could people say all the time I'm scared or I don't know or what, and how would you? How this is something you've never done. You've never done chemo. You've never had you never had your breast removed. So everything you're feeling is just real. All right. Helen, I was told I have cancer 4 times. Oh man. Okay, let's see. There we go. Jacqueline says, sorry, I'm reading a comment on the side, guys. Jacqueline, Marina, thanks for creating this supportive space. Well, thank you for being here. You're part of it. I'm trying to decide whether box jellyfish is real or not. I'm sorry, box jellyfish. You had an interesting comment. Linda, yes, I watched Tig Notaro. She is hilarious. Thank you, Linda. I've caught up to the comments for today. All right, so that was one thing I want to talk to you guys about. I wanted to talk about. Okay, box jellyfish, you're disrupting my vibe, and I'm so sorry. I have to put you on timeout. Okay, the lives. Okay, let me get my train of thought. I wanted to talk about one, being real with you guys. That last week I was feeling cranky, so I just had to listen to my body. I had to pay attention. I am due for a yearly checkup soon where I need my blood work checked, and I feel like my iron might be low, and that could really be part of my fatigue. So, just pay attention to your body, guys. Your body might be trying to tell you something, and I feel that that might be where I'm at. Um, and then taking steps to make a change. Again, I'm trying to keep up with the pace of when I'm not tired, and I can't do that. And then if I try to do that, I'm cranky, and that's not fair. It's not fair to me because I don't want to be that way, and it's not fair to people around me. So pay attention to your body. And the other thing I want to talk about was what a difference I felt like in my energy when I'm working on stuff to write down my goals and dreams. I thought that was really beautiful. I like that Mel Robbins shared that, the science behind it, training your brain to really work on things that are important to you. This can be big or small. This can be, repairing friendships. This can be, working on self-care, whatever those dreams are. I just think it's a really cool thing to do. And I feel like it's been working for me. So I want you guys to consider it. There's also something really powerful with writing, um, writing down gratefulness, what you're going through. It really is healing, guys. So I'm just going to remind you of that and support that. And so I absolutely love this gratitude journal. I still use it's on Amazon, and it's just super simple with the prompts on writing what you're grateful for and how you're going to make the day great. It just prompts you through one page a day, and it has really great little quotes on every page. So yeah. My quote today is be willing to be a beginner every single morning by Mr. Eckhart. That's awesome. And the next thing, the channel. So next week I am vlogging. I'll be recording a vlog. So recording, editing that. So I'll bring you guys along for a vlog so you can kind of see what I eat and how I do my hair and any appointments. I don't know, it's just kind of the thoughts that come with that day. So I think vlogs are kind of cool. You get a little insight to me. That's coming up. And what else is coming up? There'll be another live at the end of the month. Oh, that will probably be a change. So I will update you all on that. But I'm very, very excited. I have an opportunity to do an interview with Ink Media, which is the inspiration for me creating my channel. It's where I got all my knowledge on creating videos and editing, and they would like to interview me for their channel. And it's Think Media is huge, so it's for the people that subscribe to how to make YouTube channels. So I might be swapping out my live for that. And I'll do my best to get another live like this on. I will update you guys. So subscribe so you get the notifications, or find me on Instagram at Marina Blackford or azmarinastrong, my breast cancer account. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. The challenge is it's summer and my kids are home, and so how much time I can give is just a little limited this month. But lucky for us in Arizona, kids go back to school early, so I'll have some time again soon. Quatrice, hugs Roberta. Deaf can relate. Very tough. I felt better further out from surgery, but hang in there. Once able, I wore what made me feel good. Even played in my makeup to feel dolled up. I love it. I love it. Love it. I had someone message me on the channel and on Instagram how to help their mom who was feeling very down. And, I think sometimes we forget about the things that might make us feel better. And so I said, maybe, tell them what they mean to you, encourage them to really talk to you or write things back. But I say maybe buy her some nail polish or some lipstick or just something that can make them feel a little special when you're just not feeling special during treatment. So might help. Kiki, have you taken Keytruda? I have not. That is something that came about right after I was done with my treatment this last time. And so I'm not taking Keytruda. I mean, I know it's come about as something to help, ensure that you don't get cancer again. So I know it can have some side effects like chemo, like nausea and fatigue. And I don't know enough about it yet, Kiki, but I know that it's here and probably something more people will be taking. Helen, I am having a party today and have some purple root beer. Cheers, Helen. I presented my points for the day and I've gotten through all the comments, so I will probably wrap up the live here soon. And so I want to thank you all for being here. I want you to continue to spread love and positivity with anybody that you touch today. And I just appreciate you all. Make sure you take a look for the next video, the vlog coming up, and I'll post about when the next live will be. If I can't make it happen the last Tuesday of the month, the 25th, I will reschedule ASAP for you all. And I'm just happy you all are here. So thank you so much. Jacqueline has a comment. She just said, I'm taking Imbrance, which is similar to Keytruda. Helen says, thank you. And Liana, did any of you have a big party when you finish chemo? Yes. Pointing to myself. I'll be done in 3 weeks. And people keep asking me, Liana, I did it. Thank you for asking. I'll throw it out there. Yes, I've had, yeah, this was before COVID, but I mean, I think we're good now. Massive party, huge party. My now husband threw it. So I guess my boyfriend at the time threw it at his house. We invited everybody. There was a huge cake with a pink ribbon. There was a DJ. There was a bartender. I mean, we threw a party on the day of my last chemo. You should probably give yourself a little more time than that, but we did it and it was a blast and it was very memorable. So people talked about it forever after, like it was a wedding. So do you, boo. Whatever seems right. I don't remember what I did this last time, but I know I took a trip with my family to the beach. So yes. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. But I'm going to wrap up the show, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye. Bye, Liana. Have a good day.